It's a big, like, there's like, the way it's like, there's, 4 or 5 different aspects, like, of the health of a home, right? Like, so the water, the air quality, the heating sources, like, gases and stuff, and like the light, right?
The light.
So very simple, like, we're all, living beings, we all need these things to be working properly. And that's something I emphasize, like, when we're doing a home inspection, but also reviewing a property, one of the documents as realtors we have to show to our clients is a property disclosure statement. In that disclosure statement, they ask questions to the seller, right? Like, are you aware of any problems with the water system or the quality? Are you aware of any damage to, the heating system or pollution? Like, but those are, it's just what the seller knows,
Right.
And even if they're being truthful, they may not know. In a lot of cases, they won't know what the full situation of the house is, right? So even more important to have someone like yourself.
Yeah, I am going to give you some, interesting story that I was doing. I was doing inspection of a house, and the owner of that house was living built that house. He himself was a developer. He built that house and he was living in that house for the last 20 years or 25 years, something like that.
Yeah.
And so he was very proud the way he was maintaining the house and doing things, right? And our house was in a decent shape. It has a crawl space. And I was, when I went to the crawl space, I saw an active leak, plumbing leak.
Plumbing or gas?
Plumbing.
Plumbing, okay.
Plumbing leak, right? So there was a water,
Okay.
it was on the floor. And I can tell that it is not very old. It is just happened maybe the same day or a few days, it was not very old. So I came back and the owner was at home and I pointed out. First, he thought that it is not correct,
Right. You were hired by the buyer.
By the buyer,
right?
So, but the owner was in the house. So, so a problem was there, but the owner himself was not aware of it. Because how many people will go in the crawl space every day?
I've never gone in my crawl space.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So like you said, is the homeowner may not be aware of it. This problem is there, right? And that's why the inspectors is become important, right? Okay, so that's what you look at. And I pointed out to him, he was very grateful because he said, I would never go and in the crawl space like every day or things like that. But I'm glad that you are here and you were checking and we prevent the problem right then instead of it becoming a big issue, right? Okay.
Right.
So same thing, attic. Right? So how many people, the homeowners will go in the attic? Even I am a home inspector, I will go in the attic because I have to go. Number one. Number two is I will stay there, only when I need whatever the time is needed, right? So places like this, the seller is not aware of it.
Of course, yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
And so how come
unless it's too late?
It's too late,
right?
And in the PDS in the document they can say there is no problem, and a buyer can buy the house based on PDS.
Yeah. The PDS is the property disclosure statement.
Property disclosure statement, yeah. So you can buy the house based on that one, right? And it's nobody's fault. And I think the fault is lies not hiring the inspector.